Welcome aboard North Andover. I'm your host, Ron Carpenito, and it's time for the latest edition of your North Andover Journal. Well, exciting news came as a result of the latest select board meeting on May 24th. Our town search for a new fire chief is officially over. The list of candidates was narrowed down to 2, and after live discussion with both, a formal vote was taken and our new chief was appointed to the position. Let's take a look at how the proceedings went and say hello to our new fire chief.
On May 24th, the Select Board held a live discussion and election for the new North Andover Fire Chief.
We have a motion to appoint John Weir as our fire chief. Effective date?
Oh, yes. Move that the Board of Selectmen appoint John Weir as the fire chief. Let's say effective July 1st, because we actually don't have a date from Chief McCarthy yet. Effective July 1st, 2021, subject to receipt of letter relinquishing his civil service status and pending negotiation of contract with the town manager.
I'll accept that as a friendly amendment.
Okay, all good. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
After hard consideration, they appointed the new fire chief position to Lieutenant John Weir. He was informed shortly after that he was given this new position.
Congratulations. Thank you for taking a shot on me, and I don't plan to disappoint anybody, so.
We don't think you will.
No, I don't think so either.
Chief McCarthy's already said, whichever one of us got there, he's gonna not be far away, so. Appreciate it, thank you very much, looking forward to working with all of you.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Good night now.
We were lucky enough to meet and sit down with John to get the inside scoop, to hear more about him and his journey of being a firefighter and what he plans to do as our new North Andover Fire Chief.
I'm John Weir. As of July 1st, I'm going to be the chief of the North Andover Fire Department. I'm here by marriage. My wife and I met in college. Yesterday was our 30th anniversary, so it tells you how long I've been in town. And I got on the fire department 22 years ago. When the town passed the override in 1999 to add the second ambulance, they hired 8 firefighters, and I was fortunate to be one of them. So after that, several years later, became a lieutenant, and here I am now. So Chief McCarthy has done an excellent job working with the department, helping us become very progressive. We've added ladder lieutenants, which is a huge help to our infrastructure. I want to work well with the guys. I want to help. We have a lot of new members coming on, so we have a lot of work to do. We're going to try to tailor our training a little bit more towards, the younger population of firefighters, just to make sure we meet all the needs of the citizens of North Andover. So that's going to be my primary goal. Like I said, fortunately we have a tremendous staff here and a lot of people I can lean on to help me because I have a lot to learn. So, actually, thanks to a lot of people here, right from my fellow firefighters here who've supported me. A lot of words of encouragement, and that means a lot. We're like a big family here, so that's key to have people supporting you for any success. Obviously, the select board and the town manager Rodriguez, deputy town manager D. Casey. We went through a tough interviews and stuff, and it was great working with them, and I'm looking forward to working with them in the future.
Now on Tuesday, June 16th, North Andover held its annual town meeting. We caught all the happenings of this event, as well as some catching up with our town members by yours truly. Let's check it out and see what's going on in our town. Good evening, North Andover. Ron Carpenito, your hometown host here for the Journal, coming to you from North Andover High School and the Joel Walsh Stadium as we enter the 375th year of North Andover. It's our town meeting, our annual town meeting, for the second time now being held outdoors. Moderator DeSalvo is promising a safe, fair, open, and efficient town meeting tonight. There is a lot going on tonight. We have 32 articles on the warrant. Perhaps the most contentious and well-known article is the one regarding the moratorium on further development of our community for a period of about 3 years to consider and review more thoroughly the impact on our assets here in town. Beyond that, it's a typical town meeting where we're going to be voting on budgets, we're going to be voting on salaries for certain job descriptions. Our goal this afternoon is probably to kind of go out here and meet a few people and see what they're feeling about tonight and what they're looking to focus on this evening at town meeting. So let's go do that. Okay, we have some great people here down here at town meeting. I'm speaking with
Tina Messina.
Priscilla Raposo.
Okay, ladies, thanks for coming and being our first on-camera people this evening, and welcome to town meeting. It's a beautiful night. What's attracting you to town meeting this year? Is there something specific you're, focused on and you're voting or looking out for?
I have two issues. The two issues I have is one which is increasing liquor licenses in the town, and probably the more important one is the moratorium on multi-housing. So that's kind of why I'm here tonight.
All right, we're here with another great citizen this evening here at town meeting, and you are?
Darmish Dave.
Hi, nice to meet you. And what brings you to town meeting tonight?
Actually, I have an article submitted here in town. It's Article 11. We're trying to get one more liquor license in town.
Great.
So we have a couple of stores already, and we're trying to see if we can get one more license here and open new business.
Wonderful. We can always use more business. And just for the viewers, what does it take to actually get an article put on the warrant tonight?
So it's a process. I mean, you have to get a few signatures. The more the merrier, but I think you have to get at least 20 signatures from the people that are actually registered voters in town.
Great.
And once you submit that to the town, you go in front of the select board, and then they approve the article, or at least give their blessings, I guess, opinion on it.
Excited to be here with Chief McCarthy, and we're here talking about what it kind of takes tactically to kind of service an outdoor town meeting. Moderator DeSalvo calling for it outside due to safety concerns and people feeling more comfortable. So, Chief, what do you think? What goes on differently from fire department standpoint handling something like this?
Yeah, well, we're always concerned about weather.
Right.
And again, that's what happened Tuesday night because of so we had a conversation early Monday morning that we expected bad weather on Tuesday.
Right.
This is why they came up with, Thursday night the weather looked good. It is nice to get outdoors.
Beautiful. When the weather's nice.
And but on hot nights, you have to worry about people, keeping hydrated. So we always have a detail here, a couple firefighter EMTs with an ambulance, just in the event somebody has some type of medical problem or heat related or anything.
We're back once again here. It's two great guys, actually, the Bobs, we call them, two Bobs, and this is Tuna Bob, actually. They're here tonight to be part of town meeting and support their friend and our VSO officer, Joe LeBlanc, here in town. Joe has a article up for vote, and what's that all about, Bob?
It's about taking care of the veterans in this town as far as services that they don't get.
Right.
And Joe LeBlanc, ever since he's come into town, has changed a lot of things for us and made it significant change for us. This is for about veterans to feed, veterans to take care of their health, take care of their transportation, and we're hoping it will pass, but the town says okay with the bill.
Right.
So we're hoping the support from the town will be there also.
If you would like to watch the full town meeting, you can do so by tuning into our GovCam channel, which is Comcast Channel 8 at Verizon 26. Or you can watch on our Watch Live tab, which is located on our website in the link listed below.
Interested in watching the full town meeting? Well, just tune into our GovCam channel, Comcast 99 and Verizon 28, or our video on demand listed at the links below. Well, now it's time for our latest sports update. Today, we'll be checking in with our North Andover baseball team to hear how they've been performing as they come to the end of the season.
The North Andover Scarlet Knights spring sports teams continue their respective marches through the season, and in doing so, also continue their recent history of athletic success. The varsity baseball team's record is currently 8-1 after a big 11-0 win over Billerica. To date, they've outscored their opponents by a margin of 70-20, with the only blemish in their record being a 5-2 loss to Lowell. The girls' softball squad has 4 wins and 5 losses, but they've won 2 of their last 3 games. The boys' tennis team has only dropped 1 decision this year. They currently sit at 5-1. The girls' 2 recent wins put them at 500, with 3 wins and 3 losses to this point. Both lacrosse teams are working on winning records, with the boys winning 5 games and dropping 3. The girls would be undefeated right now if not for Chelmsford. The girls' record is 6-2, with both of those losses coming to the Lions. The varsity boys volleyball team has identical 3-1 home and road records, adding up to a total of 6 wins and 2 losses so far. They kept up their winning ways to end out the month of May at home, taking out Billerica in 3 straight games to give themselves yet another match win. The last time we saw the wrestling team, they had just pulled even at 2-2. Since then, they've had 3 big wins against opponents like Lowell and Billerica, and they're looking good right now at 5-3. Which brings us to the boys and girls track teams, who put together an amazing performance in the recent Division II State Relay Championship meets that were put on by the Massachusetts State Track Coaches Association. Both teams won the meet championships by putting up triple-digit scores by winning multiple events. For the boys, it was their 4th title. The girls' title win was their first under Coach Rick Delicai. To give you an idea of the scope of their achievements, the boys racked up 128 points total. The second-place team, Central Catholic, only scored 48, and the third team, Hopkinton, only had 37. Meanwhile, the girls ran away with 102 total points, well beyond second-place Hingham's 74. Among the winning events for the boys, the 4x100, the 4x110 hurdles, the 4x200, 4x400, 4x1600, also the shot put, and the discus. How impressive was their performance? Well, we'll let the Knights' Twitter feed tell the story. And the girls added to their winning total by taking first place in the 4x100, 4x200, 4x1600, as well as wins in the shot put and javelin. As huge as the Knights' victories were, the teams still have more in store, with MVC championships and MIAA sectional and state events coming up later in the month. One quick closing note here. With the state's COVID restrictions easing up, now is a great time to get out and see the Scarlet Knights in action, no matter whatever game you like or whatever event you prefer.
The North Andover Youth Center is providing an amazing program called the Selfie Project for middle school girls to gain confidence, spread kindness, and recognize their own power. This program is so important for young women. Let's learn more about it.
Wednesdays at the North Andover Youth Center, middle school girls are participating in a workshop to build confidence, character, and a deeper sense of self in a program called the Selfie Project.
So this is called the Selfie Project, and this is a program that was started actually in the spring of 2019. I had a local mom in town who's also a photographer who came to me with the idea for this program. And what the Selfie Project is a kind of a self-empowerment workshop for middle school girls. As we know, middle school is such a tough time for kids, and the concept of the program is that they kind of delve into what they're passionate about and what makes them feel the most powerful. And then at the end of the workshop, we have a photographer that takes a photo of each of the girls doing that empowered thing that they can always look back on that photo as kind of a tangible moment in time. So this was actually a program that was granted through our nonprofit board of directors. So we're able to have it funded by them, and that way we don't have to charge the kids to participate in the program. So at the moment, this is the only one we have right now, but we always run a lot of similar things to this, and we hope to run it again in the future.
So this program is helping us figure out like who we are and what makes us feel most comfortable, and it's helping us realize that like we are important and like we're special, and everybody has something that they're good at.
The program consists of various activities and conversations between the girls to focus on the power they hold as young women and how important it is to be kind to themselves and others.
Something also with image is for me, and I feel like a lot of like teenagers will tell you this, or adults, that like the best compliment you can receive, the thing I value the most, if someone talks about my character in a positive way. And I feel like that's something you guys can strive for too. Like, yes, it's nice to be told that you look nice, but it's really nice if someone comes up to you and says like, you're being a good person, you were kind to me when I was in a time of need. So that's something that really sticks with you, because that's about who you are, and that's something you guys should be proud of.
So we've been talking about like our confidence in ourselves and like stuff that bothers us, like maybe like what other people say about us. And like we've been having like discussions like it doesn't matter what people think of you. Like, as long as you're confident and comfortable with yourself, that's all that matters.
It's just a big impact on so many girls who have been having problems with like bullying and like everything else. And I want to change that personally. I want to make everything fun and pippy, and I want to make people have like a good day and everything.
A photo shoot is held at the end to capture and celebrate each girl doing what makes them feel their happiest and strongest, whether that be playing their favorite sport, dancing, or doing yoga. If you are interested in signing up for one of these events, visit the North Andover Youth Program's website listed in the link below.
Here at the Journal, we are always on the lookout for a great North Andover news story or even a fresh new idea for a show feature or segment. Have any ideas or exciting news you want to share? Please let us know by emailing our show director at the email listed below. And of course, thanks again for joining us on this episode of The Journal. And be sure to keep an eye out for our future episodes. And from all of us here at North Andover CAM, I'm your hometown host, Ron Carpenito, and thanks for watching.